Alright, here we go. We are back. Hello everyone, how are you doing tonight? We are diving into the second case of the Great Ace Attorney today. Some of you might have noticed I have something a little bit different. I'm trying out my live 2D model. Yeah, so let me know if this is this is good. I know the eyes are a little bit strange, but bear with me. Hopefully this will be more accurate to my emotions as I go through these trials and trails. All right, let's go. Let's start. Continue. A brand new episode. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. What the hell does that mean?
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern's shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
Not a musical band, but like a headband band. On board the steamship Buria.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality. This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident, by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait!
Shh. That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What? Don't be absurd. This is murder. And in cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Sholmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
Okay. We're back. We're finally back. It took a little while, but we did it. Oh man. Oh Jesus. That was a God, that was like 3 times as long as it should have been. I need to find a way around these cutscenes just absolutely breaking my computer. But for now, we're finally back. And Kazuma, my love, my sweet, I think he might be dead. And I think our boy Ryosuke might once again be the culprit. Well, the accused, I should say, not the culprit. He would never hurt his friend. But yeah, Chief, it's not looking good. Ugh, my head is throbbing. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. He's like stuck in some closet again. Come on, Ryosuke, get out of the closet. Wait, I can't move. Eh? Oh, yeah. Ugh, what the? Why am I in handcuffs? Those are straight shackles, my dude. Humph. So you're awake now, hmm? Is that Sherlock Holmes? Oh, no, it's the sailor. Yeah, he had to come out of the closet. We had to drag you out of that wardrobe. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are true cold-blooded man. Huh? You found me then? Duh. Oh, so they're Russian. Duh. We found you. And now you pay, criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe, hmm? Sorry? Now you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is. Hmm? No, I'll tell you everything. There's only one thing I'd like to know from you. Isn't that... Is this Sherlock? No, it's not. Susato. Why'd you do it? Why'd you take his life? Miss Susato? Eh? Wait. What did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where's Kazuma? Kazuma. No, this means he's canonically dead. Susato confirmed it. His life has been taken. He's been taken from us. Oh boy, no, my love. Our time was so short. You really did get me in. I'm so sad. Okay. We have to press on. He would want us to press on. Ha! You pretend you do not know? You are a wolf in sheep's pelt. You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses. What? Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago. Here, in this very cabin. That was that was bolted shut from the inside. His body? Please, do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. You were going to Great Britain together. Oh no. No, I don't want to. And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I hate this game. I hate this game. I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please! No. He can't be dead. No! My boy, Kazuma! No, Kazuma! It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble? Oh, Kazuma was smuggling Ryosuke over, was he? Did you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else can you come to England with me to study? Ah, he's See, Kazuma's the best. Kazuma was the best. Ah, Kazuma. It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though. The way that Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor. I thought I was going to die. Yes, I still can't quite believe that. I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you look. Kazuma, don't roast me. Hey! Honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. So 2 weeks ago, 14 days in, 50 days of a trip. Which means you still have like a month until you reach Great Britain. The point that you didn't even get to reach. I didn't on the way. I'm so sad. No, Kazuma. He can't be dead. This has to be like a fake out. No, I'm in denial. Wait, no. But if you can confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. Ugh, I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians won't be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a steady bunch, that's for sure. What I want to know is, why do we keep a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant, Mikotoba, you mean? From your close friend, more to the point. Surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away. No. But if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. It's best that only you and I know about this. Illegal traveling. I suppose so. Anyway, it's about the time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. Get in the closet. I know it's cramped, but you better get in there, I think. It won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. Yeah, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I tell you what, why don't you write "keep out" or something on this piece of paper? What? Then I can stick it over the wardrobe doors once you're inside. I don't know. We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How can this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England, together. We leave you at next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murderer. No, I'm not a murderer! 15 days. If you had set out immediately after the previous court trial, that'd be like twice in a month you were accused of murder. Pretty crazy. Da, you said before. You said you admit everything about your crimes. No, that's not right. I mean, yeah, I did stow away on this ship, but murdering my best friend? Different animal entirely. No one else could have done it. Admit the truth. Sato-san? Please, tell me what happened. I need to know. Very well. But there is something I would like to ask of you too. Ugh, those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what really happened. Yeah, let's... What? No, Kazuma! No! Okay. Let's ask about his death. What happened to him? Is he really actually dead? Maybe he's just like deeply unconscious or something. He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. And these handcuffs. They think I did it? They think I'm Kazuma's killer? And they found him. The cabin was locked from the inside. Classic locked door mystery. What do you mean? There's no access to the cabin via the porthole window, and the bolt in the door can't be operated from the outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls. What? Or to put it another way, the culprit could have only have been someone inside this cabin. Or do you have someone other explanation? Well, we're about to find some, lads. Yeah, okay, so welcome back. Yeah, we are once again under investigation for murdering. This time, apparently for Kazuma. I'm really hoping they're like punking me. They're like, joke's on you. Kazuma's not dead. I'm still in denial. I'm still in denial. This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly? Are you still going to deny the charge? Even despite the circumstances? Girl, I didn't do it. Fucking believe me. Please, Susato-san. You have to tell me. The cause of death is still undetermined. See? Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's not dead. Naruhodo is like the accusation magnet. Yeah, he's got bad luck, dude. Like, I think... I don't know if it's good or bad luck. Maybe he has just, like, extreme luck in that he always gets accused of murder, but so far, never convicted. They don't know how he died? See, maybe he's not dead. Maybe they just looked at him and they're like, bro, that guy's dead. But then, like, it turns out he's actually fine. Please. I'm begging. Please be okay. Please. No, they have a doctor examining the body. No. The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem analysis experience. See, maybe the doctor would be like, hey, this guy's still breathing. Please. I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call. So presumably, that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then? See, maybe he's fine. Maybe he's alive. That's true. Yes. Tell me about the incident then. Can't anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma? Presumably, that's something you know the answer to better than anyone. Fucking bite into her words. Please, come on. Whatever you say. You were here in the cabin after all. Well, yeah, I was, but... He would always wake before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. Training? Oh, like sword training? I was waiting outside his cabin, as I've done every day so far on this voyage. Girl, you need to back off. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't. Does that mean he was already dead when Susato-san arrived at his cabin door, I wonder? I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. Oh, they jimmy the door open. No, my boy. The crewmen forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside... No! There was Kazuma-sama, collapsed on the floor. The white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I sleep like the dead, apparently. It was more than just a hot one. He was my husband, and I loved him. No, Kazuma, no! I'm so sad. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow. Yeah, real scare. What? Dude, there was clearly a scuffle. You can see it in the background. What? I'm covering it, but you can, this is clearly in the background. Something happened. Oh god. Real scare. I wish it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe. It is kind of hard to believe that he slept through a murder. This is all very hard to believe for me too. Trust me. Yeah, actually, imagine just waking up and your not only is your best friend dead, but like you're the accused? That's rough. Now, I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question. Yeah, alright. Ugh, my head feels so heavy. It's still throbbing like anything. Were you, like, knocked on the head or, like, drugged? Oh, okay, so she gets to ask about my stowawayness. Why are you even aboard the ship, Naruhodo-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, yeah. I'm afraid that's true. It's been 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time. I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-sama's cabins for so long without him noticing? No, that would have been impossible, obviously. Yes, of course. Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together. He actually asked you? But why? 'Cause you're best friends. I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. I don't understand. Kazuma, why did you want this? What's the real reason? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you? 'Cause you're bros! Sexy honeymoon, yeah. We're going on a honeymoon, oh my god. You know, it was a exotic wedding in England. But yeah, it's not. He didn't even find the body. That's like so sad, right? Like he just wakes up and like he's in handcuffs, and the police are like, "You fucking murdered someone. You fucking murdered your best friend." Like that's so rough. I feel bad for him. Kazuma. My love. It's an idea that has been on my mind ever since the end of that incredible trial. He wants to make you a lawyer, I bet. Yeah, I know. I hope there's some kind of conspiracy going on. I hope he's like... He faked his death. He didn't want to be a lawyer. He faked his death, and now he's forcing you to be the lawyer. That's my conspiracy. Please. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yeah, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it. I can assure you of that. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer. I don't know any laws. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development, the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing an important place with your own eyes, can there? Well, no, definitely not. But on a personal level, if you were to become a lawyer, then what? Nothing. Forget it. No, tell me! What's more? Then what? Then you'll be free to pursue sword training and become a, like, samurai or something? Did you not want to become a lawyer? Did you want to hoist that position onto me? Kazuma. Kazuma-sama he was always saying the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you. Yeah, maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. The look in his eyes then. It was darker than I've ever seen before. He faked his death. He faked it. Yeah, I know. I hate it when people don't want to use your words. But no, that's my... He faked his death. He faked it. He's not actually dead. He faked his death to get out of some responsibility. And he's fine. He's fine. Until I see the body with my own two eyes, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. He's okay. Kazuma's fine. So Sato-san, I'm sorry that we kept it a secret from you, by stowing away on the ship, I mean. If I know Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty by association.
Ah, right on. That's exactly right, yeah. Words perfect, in fact. Alright, let's talk about last night.
If you're not the culprit, then tell me. What happened last night here in the cabin?
Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. See, you got knocked in the head? Or drugged or something? Yeah, Kazuma fucking drugged you. Or something. No, but... Oh, wait, shit. I was gonna say Japan doesn't have an autopsy report. But this is in international waters, so then there might be an autopsy report. No! No, he faked his death. Kazuma drugged you? Okay. That's why you don't remember anything. It does seem kind of weird that he would, like, frame you for his own murder if he was going to, like, if he was going to fake his death. Then maybe this is some kind of, like, weird test, okay? Like, this is some weird test. He's like, I think Nosuke Nodohoro would make a great lawyer. And to test this theory, I'm going to fake my own death and pin it on him. I'm going to pin the murder on him. And if he's really meant to become a lawyer, then he won't go to jail. He'll get out. He'll get out of it. He'll talk away his way out of it, and then he'll become a great lawyer. And if I was wrong, he would go into jail, and then he wasn't meant to become a lawyer. And that's my theory. I don't think Kazuma would frame me either, but I didn't think he would fake his own death. So there, take that. Yeah. I really hope this is him, like, throwing you into the deep end, and not that he's actually dead. He better not be dead. I swear to God. I will quit. I will quit this game. I will quit this game, and I'll throw it into the bin. Kazuma bought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I fell asleep. Well, yeah.
So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed? Well, yeah.
I know it sounds unbelievable. Really, I do. He said something, but I missed it. But this is the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And maybe Kazuma wouldn't be dead! And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything.
Really?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, it's... Please, forget it.
Does she know something? She's a conspirator. Well, I bet Kazuma will keep her in the dark as well, to be like, oh, you're not part of this conspiracy theory. But like, I bet he got like something like sleeping pills for her or something like that. I don't know. Once again, I'm wildly speculating. Just throwing shit at the wall. If something sticks, I can crow about how I was right. But, Kazuma. Sato-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it.
I really don't want to doubt you.
But the trouble is, there's no one else who could have possibly done this. Ugh. No, we're gonna evidence our way out of this, boys. Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? Ugh, I can't take this.
Don't try to go anywhere.
Oh, she's a warden.
You are the perpetrator of this crime. You cannot leave. I can't allow that to happen.
I'm sorry. But Kazuma was killed right under my nose here. And I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around with my hands tied while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
Let's go investigating, I guess. I don't think she's a medium. But we'll see. If she pulls out Magatama, then we know. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life and how and why they did it. So, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Hi? Yeah! Oh, she's a fucking handed you your ass. Holy shit. What the? That was a Susato kick. She has her own name. She has a move. That was a Susato takedown. I mean, come on, Ryosuke. You should have known when she said that she trained with Kazuma every morning. Like, come on. Susato what? What martial art form is that?
I'm going to need you to prove it.
Sorry? Prove it?
Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
How am I supposed to...
Have you forgotten already? What you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law.
Ah, I see. I have to take that, her. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. I have to get Susato-san to believe me. I'll show her some evidence that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime.
Eh?
It's the only thing I have. Kazuma will stick this over the doors of the wardrobe for me.
Oh, okay. So in the cutscene, right?
You saw that this paper seal was still on the doors, and it would be very hard to stick like that on the doors. Like if you're inside, if you know what I mean. So someone else had to do it. So Kazuma probably did it. I'm going to present this.
Yes!
Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was.
I remember clearly. I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there, just in case the cabin steward or some other crew member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them. If I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the door on my own.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma.
Well, even if you are sprawled helplessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Yeah, I love how we're just like on the ground on our backs, just like like from our position on the ground. Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up? You broke my back. You broke a couple of bones. Oh, no, we're fine. Is that turkey leg?
Well, in light of the evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least.
Thank you. So you finally believe me?
I'm sorry. No.
What?
I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick.
Conjuring trick?
To put the sign back in position.
Well then, maybe someone used a conjuring trick to fucking lock the door from the outside. God. Get out of here, Susato. What does she think I am? A magician?
For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same.
Like, you just rifle through evidence? Yeah, it's truly the 1800s. Alright, let's get to work, Susato-san.
Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts. I shall be watching you, to make sure you did nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example.
She thinks I'm a magician. Alright, classic AA point and click. Let's go. Well, anyway, I should start on investigating in here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death! I will personally garrote whoever killed you. Okay, we can't do that. Let's examine first. Oh shit, this guy's in here. Okay. Let's not... Can I...
This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing.
London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination. No, I'm so sad. looks as though the last entry is incomplete. Which means... What? Was in the middle of writing it when it happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue. Hiya! Out of the question. What? Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts. But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? I love how she's like, yeah, sure, I'll steal some academic papers, but you can't read someone's diary without their permission. Can't do it. Theft is fine, but diary reading? No. God damn it. Just let me read it. Alright, I will read it. Poor Kazuma-sama. I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, it's the need for clues. Isn't the need for clues more important? Alright. Oh dear. That won't do. Wait, what? I haven't done anything yet. What's the matter, Sasato-san? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused I forget to look around properly. Yeah, that's not good. I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san? Oh, they're teaching me how to pan, I guess. I was trying to do that before, but they wouldn't let me. I'm sure you're carefully to look at what all things using left and right, aren't you? Yeah, let's investigate all corners of this cabin. Yeah, sure, let's do that. I suppose my field of vision has been rather small. I guess, yeah, she's telling you not to tunnel vision and teaching you game mechanics at the same time. But that felt really oh, hey, there's a little ticky thing now. Right, does that mean I can... But I still can't... Huh? Honey? Wait, I still can't move. Why can't I look around? Ah, that sucks. No, let me... Okay, wait. Give me a second. Are my keys not right? Let me move. Let me see. Where is my... Okay. D-pad. Okay, finally. Hahaha, we did it. We done it. Okay. I like how they do the tick now, so that you can tell where and when you've said something. Because previously, I would just be clicking the same three things over and over again. Alright. Let's look at the trunk. Okay, now I redo something and then suddenly I can't click other buttons. This feels very correct. Let's try that again. Face buttons. Okay, let's try that again. Can I? No, why not? No, my controls are not okay. I can do one thing, but not another thing apparently. Okay, come on. Let's... Let me... It's an A. A button. This is the fucking B button. Okay. And now I can't press A anymore. Maybe I just reset my controller. Because this is an external controller. Defaults. Apply. Okay. Okay, now I can click again. It's a very large traveling case, isn't it? Yeah, it carries a lot of memories for me. It also carried me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes. I see it says "this way up" in Japanese.
Which, in hindsight, I should have realized a foreign cruiseman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here. Oh, her face. She's so cute.
Oh dear. Being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Well, I was less painful than a Susan takedown. She just judo flipped you. Okay, I want to see about this weird statue thingy. The books are folded over on the shelf. Look, they're toppled the same way.
And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well.
Yeah, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked, and everything mowed down all at once.
I wonder if perhaps it was Kazuma-san doing his morning sword training, do you think?
I seriously doubt it.
And then perhaps it was you, Naruhodo-san, in a fit of rage.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. Could the way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder? I thought it was just like ship turbulence, but we'll see. We'll keep that in mind. Oh, no, we're zooming in.
Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess.
No! You're the one who like, you shouldn't disturb a crime scene. And here she is, disturbing a crime scene. Okay, fine. We'll just disturb the fucking crime scene. Just no worries.
It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san?
I think living isn't quite the right description.
Oh, no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting, making this voyage in your own secret hideout.
The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So yeah, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was no exception.
And because of that, you have no idea what was happening out here in the cabin.
No, sadly not. Kazuma! What's this? This is very pretty. Let's check it out.
This is... Yes, it's a bill code contraption, I think.
What do you mean, contraption?
I read about it in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants.
Really? That sounds almost magical. Shall we give it a little try?
Yes! In the interest of cultural research, obviously.
Everyone wants to ring the bell. Hey! It rings! Oh, no one came.
I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people.
No, I'm sure it's just that everyone's busy. I mean, there was a fucking murder recently. Okay. Vents.
I think that's kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin.
Isn't it a little odd?
What do you mean?
Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin.
Yes, it would appear to. You're right.
But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely should it be connected to the outside?
That's true. Perhaps it's so rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough, or something like that.
I mean, yeah, you're on a ship. I wouldn't put holes in the ship. I suppose. Maybe that's it.
Okay. Bed.
I've investigated thoroughly, but can't find anything out of place. Okay. Chair. Same. Horn. Wait, did I get the horn? Horn. Oh, apparently that's... Okay. Fine, we go to the body then. Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink.
He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor.
And I can't read Krillic. I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. Why would you say that? Susato, I want to like you, but you're making it very hard for me to like you. I suppose he's trying to leave some kind of clue in his final moments, wasn't he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing. I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san. What? No, what language is it? Russian. It pains me to admit it, but I don't know. It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? Eh? What the fuck did he come from? Why is he on the desk? Can I help you, sir? As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. This white boy descended from the ceiling. Oh, how did he? You've noticed the man too, haven't you? It's hard to fucking miss him. I have no idea who he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious. And tall. Just suspiciously tall. Naruhodo-san! Don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is? No! Well, no, I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. It's something very... yeah, he's literally perched on a table, looking underneath it. That's unusual. And he's investigating Kazuma's desk. Or is he just playing on it? I can't tell. Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him. Am I just imagining it? Or does Susato-san look almost uncontrollably excited? Oh, she's a fangirl. By the way, I expect that you noticed already, but just in case. If you press A on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them. Alright. I'll go over and A him. And a suspiciously tall gentleman in my size and see what he has to say for himself. Oh, please do. You know what? Just to spite him, I'm going to ignore him for a little while. He doesn't deserve my attention. This does, however. What is that? Oh, it's a bell? Oh, no, cup? What is that? What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever that thing is, it appears to have broken clean in two. Huh. Glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little, what the fuck? Nitsuke? What's an... Oh, Nitsuke fashioned for a kimono outfit. I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secret carried a cute little trinket around like this around with him, would he? Maybe it was his good luck charm, who knows? And the mark besides it. What is it, I wonder? Some sort of brick-like hue. Yeah, you're right. It's the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere here in the cabin. Alright. And once again, I seem to have... I'm unable to... change over. But let's read this. Rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria. Essentially a list of requests from the captain to all the passengers on board. Passengers must not keep weapon... Kazuma literally has a sword. Must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in the cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Kazuma had both a weapon and a pet, if you count Ryosuke as a pet. What? What are you staring at me? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more a dangerous object or a pet? I can't decide. Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be here. Alright. Can I go see his sword? Okay, fine. We'll talk with the Holmes. Sherlock? Excuse me. Mr. Sherlock Holmes, sir? Excuse me, do you have a moment? Shh. This is a critical point in my investigation. Eh? Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a bit unfriendly. Yeah,
Perhaps that'll be for the best. Eh?
Can I help you? What exactly were you doing on Kazuma's desk just now?
I see. Fascinating.
Sorry? What do you see? It's like it's looking right through me. Does he have X-ray glasses? X-ray vision?
Oh, yes. Everything is clear now.
Did they even have that technology back then?
The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized.
Shut up.
You
have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. He's so wrong. You're incredibly mistaken. Sorry? What?
And now, whilst venturing towards foreign climate, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament.
Well, that's true at least.
But how?
He's fucking smoking his pipe. How the juice did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary decision, a deduction, hardly worth explaining.
Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else?
But of course,
A great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madame. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolutionary. Me? Or the sailor? You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower.
what the fuck
And
when the buried occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too. You were you know what? I think this, if like Sherlock Holmes was ever a real person, this would be it. This is the most accurate representation of what Sherlock Holmes would be like. We did it. This is it. This is Sherlock Holmes, boys. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully.
No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes.
Just to be clear, you are talking about me, are you?
Certainly I am. Did you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name?
I don't see even one person who fits the bill. I feel like he told you the actual solution, but fucking pinned it on this wildest, stupidest person. I don't feel like this. I feel like he's just making shit up, bro. Like I don't think like any of that is anyone near correct to like anyone. And like he's so self-assured in his fucking power of deduction that he's just spouting nonsense. And since no one ever tells him he's wrong because they're too in awe of his fucking wild accusations, he just thinks he's right. Okay, you remember it. You keep your conspiracy of him being correct but just pointing at the wrong person, and I'll keep my conspiracy of Kazuma being absolutely 100% alive and just faking his death.
So it's true. It was you who did.
You know I'm not Russian. What the? Susato, what the fuck, bro? You know I'm not. Jesus Christ. What?
And you're plotting a revolution too? It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked.
No, listen. There's no way I. Oh shit! Flipped this again.
Now explain yourself. Tell me everything.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And we have a fade out. Oh, wait, we do get to keep exploring. Okay.
How could you do it?
For pity's sake, open your eyes! I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously.
Oh. Forgive me?
And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came to your head.
Ah.
But was I not? No, you weren't right. You were fucking wrong. Whilst venturing towards foreign climes, you find yourself in the most troubling predicament, did you not? This bitch. This bitch just made like a fucking buttload of blanket statements. And then he just, no, I mean, of like specific statements just to say. And then he picks the one blanket statement and it was like, haha, I was right all along. It's like arguing against internet trolls. Like, they're like, you just say things, and then when you're like, no, you're wrong, they're like, ah, but look at this one generalization. I was right. I was correct all along. I fucking hate this. Also, Sasada has like one brain cell. I think she's just a huge fangirl. She's not using her brain. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes is like a horoscope. It's just fucking paints broad strokes and hope something sticks. Well, yeah. But then again, that wasn't a deduction. Like, you're the one who arrested me. You're the one who put me in this predicament. Dickhead. Ha! There you have it, you see. What do you make of that? Should I give him an English accent? Well, to be honest, this ship is en route to England. And I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So I'm not really sure you can call it a deduction. More plain observation. See, Roscoe's so right. Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is a basis of all I hate him. I hate him. I thought he was supposed to be fun, because I heard he was like a fan favorite. I want to brand him with a statue. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles. You see, I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I am right. He just openly admits he just guesses. He just openly admits he just fucking guesses and hopes he's correct. I fucking hate him. No, I don't want to give him time. He's taken up enough of my time. I've had enough. I'm gonna commit a real murder soon, I swear to God. I don't think you introduced yourself. Ah, my apology. Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women all over the world. The inimitable Sherlock Holmes. I'm gonna call him Sherlock Holmes, derogatory. And Sir Arthur Conan Doyle can roll in his grave, I guess, about this one accurate representation of Sherlock Holmes being an absolute prick. So, it's really you? The actual Sherlock Holmes? The very same. The inimitable actual Sherlock Holmes. Do you know this man, Susato-san? The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san! Of course I do! There's nobody who hasn't heard of him! What is the state of the world if he's the most famous detective? It pains that the devs went to... What? To not call him? Oh, went to not call him Sherlock Holmes. It's like, wasn't it because the Doyle estate was like, no, you can't call him Sherlock Holmes. I swear to God, Sherlock Holmes should be in public domain by now, isn't it? Hasn't it been like 100 years? I don't know. But like, come on. Sherlock Holmes. This is the most... I bet they didn't want to call him Sherlock Holmes because this is like a unflattering representation. But like, in my eyes, this is the most accurate representation of what Sherlock Holmes would be like. It's just an absolute bumbling dickhead. We must ask him what he seduced. He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? If he were truly smart, he would have known that I couldn't have committed the murder because I was behind a sealed fucking wardrobe. But no, he fucking arrested us, so he's a certified dumbass, and I hate him. I'm gonna throw peas at his head or something. No, get out of the way. I'm examining. Fuck off. Move. Alright, cool. Examining the turkey leg. That's my dinner from last night. Oh, what's a fucking big ass chicken? A roast chicken? That's a. Look at the size of. Look at the knife next to it. What's a big ass chicken? Damn.
Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here?
I'm not a dog, Susato-san. I ate the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken after all, did he? He didn't like chicken?
This is one flaw. Kazuma's one flaw. He doesn't like chicken, which is, objectively speaking, the best meat.
No, that's right.
So he didn't touch it, which meant all the more for me.
Oh no! Does that mean?
Poor Kazuma-sama spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly. Why, Susato, why would you say that? I'm trying very hard to like you, but you keep saying these things. It's just too horrible. Now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach. Susato, you can't just say these things. Oh my god. What's the opposite of therapy? It's fucking Susato, that's what it is.
There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and cutlery are all over the floor for some reason.
Yeah, it's strange. Almost as if someone pulled it down in a scuffle. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still... No, wait a minute.
What is it?
That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. He was totally fucking drugged. Fucking bruh. He's fucking drugged, dude.
So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama?
No. Alright, can we say hi to the knife? Oh wait, it's already said hi. Okay, yep, ditto, yep. Sorry, my mistake.
Ah.
Why would Kazuma roofie us?
To fake his death! It's to fake his death! He roofied us to fake his death.
Wake up, people! Wake up! He roofied us to fake his death. He's not actually dead. This is a test. This is a test to see if we're a good lawyer or not. If we were able to become a good lawyer. See, wake up, sheeple. Kazuma's alive. Okay, we'll skip through this part, and then we'll go over to his sword. Oh. No, my bad, I got the Russian's leg. So now we have a talk with the crew member. Hello, sir. I was wondering how it's going. The investigation, I mean. They're probably gonna say something like, there is no investigation. You are guilty. Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes. But it is not true, I see. Sorry? The criminal is asking investigator for information about his crime. Very funny. Was it supposed to be a joke? He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty. He might have useful information though. I have to keep trying. So, last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Yet. Of course not. Now back to the corner of the room and make silent. Oh. I say no more to you. Suka. Did I hit a nerve? Just for a moment there. Seemed a little flustered. Ooh. Okay, sword.
That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Yeah, he was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his sword.
I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring on this trip.
What did he say, I wonder? To be like,
I'm going to a foreign country, but I kind of want to bring this like deadly weapon with me, a sharpened sword. But like for cultural exchange, you know, cultural reasons.
Gotta keep his sword. I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone. No, he's not gone. He's alive. Yeah, it's my therapy sword. It's very well trained. I need it for reasons. Oh god. Now he's gone. I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. He's not dead. He's not dead. He's alive. This is a test. Okay. Can we say hi to this mess? No, we can't. What about this? Seigi. The Japanese word for justice. The rest strokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma. Yes, his calligraphy was always a reflection of his heart. Yet you... Can you really look at these characters without feeling shame, knowing he drew them so thoughtfully? Of course I can! I mean, I'm innocent, so why shouldn't I be able to? Even though you stowed away on the ship? Oh, she's like, you committed one crime. You are capable of committing all crimes. Now you're gonna bring that up, are you? You just can't win. She reminds me a little bit of Pearl, you know? Okay, let's see. Can we say hi to the door? When I went for help and the crewman forced the door open, the bolt popped off? This bolt had been firmly closed. Quite a small bolt, not particularly sturdy. It just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there will be no way to get in or out of the cabin. That's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. You should glance at me like that. I feel tense. I feel tense all up and down my spine. I remember reading once in a detective novel. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from the outside of the room in a situation like this. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. Ah, no wonder she's a Sherlock Holmes fan. She's a fan of detectives. But the door of this cabin and frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There will be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid. Hey, if it's metal, you can use magnets, right? I mean, this is the 18th century. They know about magnets. This could be made a magnet thing. Girl, what do they use magnets? When she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needles up and down my spine. Alright, have we checked almost everything? Oh, we talked to that guy already, apparently. Anything else we need to check? Body... lighting... frame... Oh, okay. Let's talk then. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's talk about this great detective. So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again? Indeed! I am none other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes! Oh, I see. You're German? Sherlock, was it? No, her. Oh. I mean, I have hair. Please, call me Holmes. You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication. Did he write fanfic about himself? Did he write fanfic about himself? I'm gonna kill him. Oh, yes! Rand's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially. Yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Oh my god, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes are like a canon publication in this universe? No, oh god, no wonder everyone thinks he's a great detective, because he probably hypes himself up so badly. So, you're the protagonist of this series of short stories then? Indeed I am! And you've read so many of your own stories, you start to think that you really are a detective. Hey, this is like a castle situation! Wow. Make no mistake, I'm the poor deluded fellow you take me for? Got me there. I did think he was a poor deluded fellow. Yeah, he's like, you'll really walk out of this world. your inference is backward. Oh, so he's gonna be like, no, it's because I'm such a great detective, I can write such great stories. Bleh. My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in my magazine. Oh, in the magazine, my mistake. You have a biographer, do you? Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being Sherlock Holmes? Doesn't everyone? Dr. John, I presume, Wilson. Not Watson, Wilson. I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Why, this very moment, I'm returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown. Really? Can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not. Yeah, I can solve a mystery about cursed royal objects too. Here it is. Curses aren't real. There, I solved it. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking detective. Deduction, you see, to me, it's a science. Logical reasoning in its purest form. A science? Really? The astute observer notices even the most subtle reactions in his subject. Fucking micro, emotioning me, I guess. A furtive glance, a twitch of muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furs in the skin. All these things are data. Right. And the trained logician makes deductions from this data in a blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. He sounds like a 15-year-old that just discovered that facts and logic are a thing. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago. How can you look me in the eye and claim that? You from Afghanistan. Wait, is the whole thing from Afghanistan the same spiel he said to Watson? Because it was like that in the book, right? That he was returning from Afghanistan and Watson was really impressed that Sherlock deduced that. Wait, does that mean that either he got it right once, or and he keeps using it over and over again, or is this just his script that he just unloads onto anything and everyone? Is this I fucking So you see, I have a turn both for observation and for deduction and fame. That is what makes me the one and only Sherlock Holmes. Only her. No. Hair. Oh, like hair. Sorry. In my pursuit of calling him Sherlock Holmes, I missed the hair pun. Is it not Herlock? Is it Hairlock? Because you know how in German, sir, something, hair. Ugh. This Sherlock is giving me hives, honestly. Alright, talk to me about Kazuma. Is he okay? How's he doing? Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet? Have I managed to deduce anything? My dear fellow! Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right! None other than the greatest detective before you now, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I see. In other words, you're the bitch who's responsible for putting me in this mess. I'm in this now because of him. When I became anxious about Kazuma-sama this morning, I summoned all the crew members to force the cabin door open. And I concealed myself among that number, gaining entry into this. You broke into a crime scene. Yes! Luckily for everyone, the great detective, Sherlock Holmes, was on board. I hate him. And the handcuffs seem to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo. Ugh. This guy's dealing me psychic damage. The moment I laid eyes on the scene, 2 facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh really? 2 facts, you say? Yeah, tell me about the fucking 2 facts. Is it gonna be like, the door is locked, so the murderer must still be in the room? I'm gonna kill him. What are the 2 facts that were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning? A person was dead. There had been a murder. That was my first fact. Ah yes, but first, let us be precise. The 2 facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yeah, I get it. What were they? Allow me to elucidate. These 2 facts I deduced from mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2, the victim was the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Like, not to like fall into racial stereotypes, but I feel like Kazuma was very clearly Japanese. Between the, you know, the calligraphy on the wall and the katana he always carried, like, again, not to be reductive, but yeah, I think you should lose. I was surprised you had any faith in him to begin with. So yeah, say goodbye to that faith. The victim was Russian, you say, and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Wait, hold on, Mr. Holmes. What made you think the victim was Russian? Oh, it's because of the Russian writing? Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. Yep, it's Russian. That is... Oh, okay. That is a Russian word for wardrobe. Oh! Wow, the more you know. Do you really think Kazuma-sama would have left a dying message in Russian? Like, I guess it's not out of the question that he left it in Russian, because he must have known that the crew was Russian, and then leaving in Japanese might have been like hard. Oh yeah. Wardrobe, because there's a man trapped in there. We don't want him dying of dehydration or starvation. Either that or this is a planted message. You know, one of the crew members wrote this because Russian was all they knew, I guess. Like, either way. In their final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian. Kazuma was Russian, was he? Initially, I considered... Eh? Oh, it says he's reading the critical letters as like English letters, I guess. Garderobe? Maybe the name of the killer. I said, Robert God. He's just making shit up. He's legitimately just... He's just pulling shit out of his ass. I hate him. But then, in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe, there at least. I can't believe he was ready to jump to conclusions without thoroughly searching the room. He's actually the worst detective. Well, you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly. Quite so! I found you! The renowned Russian revolutionary killer! He's really sticking with that story, isn't he? Yeah, why is everyone in his story Russian? I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. Yeah, it's a uniform, buddy. And if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. No. You're wrong. How could anyone like this man? I'm about to throw hands with him. Legitimately, I wanna breach through the screen and beat him up. No, Susato, I want to like you. Stop being like pulled in by his lies or his wild speculations.
Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I had no idea.
And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong. I'm pretty sure what's it called again? Sukujan? The uniforms, the Japanese school uniforms, they are based off foreign like clothing. I think it might be like military clothing, because like the school uniforms, both the girl and the boy school uniforms, I think they're based off military wear. I'm not 100% sure. Someone can fact check me about this. But yeah, Susato needs to think for herself. She needs to stop simping. She needs to stop simping and letting her fan brain make all the decisions. I took a photograph of the victim and the message, that I might analyze it, possible hidden details. I bet it's gonna be like the worst photograph.
No, Kazuma!
Ew, no, his headbands stop flying. No, Kazuma. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed. Yeah. Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I've actually seen him like this. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yeah, thank you. Enter the court record. Can I ask you something, Mr. Holmes? What? Pray? You mentioned Russian before as well, didn't you? You know, you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all that. Ah, yes! The train of reasoning had led me to that truth. Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think? I can't read that, so I'm gonna supplement my own. Suka! Certainly, if it interests you. How many times? I'm not Russian, and I don't speak Russian. Okay, your deduction is just now about me being Russian. Tell me about that. The now famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in. No, the other thing. The Russian thing. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 pod? Ah, yes. The most sordid details. It's fairly it was a fairly commonplace a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads: Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Is he just gonna impose war events onto like people and just be like, yeah, this must be happening? Like, has he not figured out the difference between like causation and correlation? Like, although that's the second time we heard Shanghai being mentioned, so I wonder if it comes up in a future case. This vessel made a port call to Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. Since when was Kazuma Russian? It sounds like Mr. Holmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. Wrongly, I might add. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. Oh my god. One who would kill the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. I am like actually about to throw hands. Yes! You! Villain Bolshevik! Bolshevik? Villain. Like, villain? Is this another fucking pun? Another AA pun? No. How could it be me? I don't look anything like... Yeah, this is literally a fucking photograph. I don't look anything like this man. Look at his face. Well, you are a fierce and revolutionary outfit. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I can shapeshift because I'm a revolutionary? Therefore, you have no doubt to learn to revolutionize your appearance as well! He actually thinks I can shapeshift. He actually thinks that if you're a revolutionary, you can just straight up shapeshift. Oh, I have different ideas. I can also have different ideas of what I look like. Just fucking morph into something else. Please. And I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Oh my god. Yeah, well, that's because I'm a stowaway.
What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower?
Ah, yeah. Is it more shit they read in the paper? The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all these particulars in the article. These are the men perpetrated thus far, and those who are plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake.
Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder?
Yeah, no, Susato's right. And what about the part you just said when I was returning from Afghanistan?
Also quite clearly stated here in the article.
Bolshevik was recently returned after a period of submersive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. Where even is that anyway? This Afghan... Oh yeah. I guess that makes sense back in the day that people weren't very good at geography. Where's this Afghanistan place? Here! Take the paper for yourself. A little memento of this great deduction. I'm gonna wrap this... I'm gonna roll this newspaper up and I'm gonna swat him over the head. I'm gonna swat him. Oh, thanks. I have absorbed all that is of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish bin nearby. Well, at least it doesn't litter. I see no rubbish bin nearby. Here, fetch. Take the rubbish. Alright. Let's see if we can read the paper. And you may find the article on the back page of interest as well. Oh, yeah, we should definitely read the paper then. On the back? Cast your eye over it sometime, if the interest takes you. Though, you may need someone to interpret. Oh, because it's Russian. Oh, luckily we have a Russian crew member in the corner. I couldn't hope to read it. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to give it a glance to the article. There might be a picture or two. Okay, let's talk to this last thing. What were you just investigating? Before we start talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim!
Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all?
Observe, for a moment, the desktop of the victim. Like things knocked over? We see the victim was engaged in penning some text. London Diary. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip. But we're not allowed to read it. Oh. I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people, like Sato. Tragic! And something you ought to, perhaps, elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you've read it already? It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. Let's see. Oh, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is. Yes, take him down, take him down, take him down. No, don't spare him. Sato-san, aren't you gonna throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean? Yeah, for real. Like, legit. This is honestly just very upsetting. I'm so fucking done with him. I'm like legit so fucking done. Life is so unfair. Anyways, to return to the matter at hand, namely, this diary belonged to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Yet we know. Tell me, what is the nature of this writing? Pray may be precise to the details. Oh, but I thought you knew. He doesn't know Japanese. He's like baiting us into reading it. I swear, if Susato takes it, if Susato like flips us for this, I'm gonna riot. A smattering, dear boy. A smattering. I guess he looked at it and was like, this is Japanese. And yeah, I have auto mods on, so they like, so no one can say slurs. Like simple mods. But yeah, just then it flagged it because you said fucking Russian, which I guess they thought was bad. But yeah, this man's. I'm gonna swat him over the head with that newspaper. We'll swat him. Sayonara, bonsai, Mikado, Naro. I trust you are suitably impressed. Yeah. But this diary is filled with complicated looking characters, of which I can read precisely none. I'm actually gonna kill him. Sorry. Sorry. Oh man. Yeah, basically. It's like, oh, I know French. Champagne. French. Oh, baguette. Croissant. I hate this guy. Stop laughing. So was that showing off about, huh? Stop laughing, dick. Where's Susato? She's fucking betraying her ideals. For simping. For simping! He's not worth simping for, girl! If you'd be so kind to show me, I'll be happy to read it for you, Mr. Holmes. I am much obliged, my dear madame. I hate you. The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. Wow, this guy was up late. A whistling sound? Those are very deep waters. Pray, go on. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Huh. A speckled band, huh? What does that mean? I have no idea. Never heard that expression before. The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring. Is he gonna say something stupid? Oh no, he said something okay. To the lattice on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yeah, the adjoining cabin. I guess, was someone trying to break in? And then they murdered Kazuma for being like a witness or something? So, I believe I've given you enough to consider, for the time being at least. Do you have somewhere to go? As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary has piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I am too long, the seasickness takes hold. Oh, I suppose. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to? Oh, can we come? Great detectives are curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exhalation. Oh, Lord. So yes, I intend to investigate. Hence the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps we could go with you? No. That'll be somewhat complicated. What? I mean, I guess we are on hold from that all. A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer. Shackled. After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter, Because of you, fucking stupid ass dick. There's no point in trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of... What? No recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. Then why did you put me in cuffs then? You must be joking! You just said it only a moment ago! Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I have no cause to say such a thing. I'm gonna break his nose. Well, actually, Mr. Holmes, I did hear you say that too. Thank you, Sato, for backing me up on this. You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know? Not really. So, what were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are. Well, anyway, that was then, and this is now. What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is this. You are the culprit, and you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking dick, I swear to God. Now you're just being plain rude. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name. Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for? Huh? We must go and investigate the cabin next door as well. Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give it up? You're just gonna roll over and accept your fate? As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. I think we still have some investigation to finish off here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to slip next door. Good idea! That the situation doesn't look too good for me, but there's still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this, and bring the real culprit to justice. Is that... Oh, we have more sailors. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Oh, no, it's just the crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Is that fucking Hosonaga? It's Hosonaga. Oh, yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir. Yes? What can I do for you? Wait, is Hosonaga the new Gumshoe? The new Detective Gumshoe? I recognize that face. He's back! My boy! There he is! I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, you're wearing white, sweetheart. Hello again. What are you doing here? Yes, Detective Hosonaga! Or Inspector, sorry, my mistake. I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you. My heart stopped. Oh, sweetheart. Nearly stopped, I hope. I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board the ship. Oh, Providence. We're here together again. I love this guy. You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. Although you're not very good at it. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. Oh, yeah. Can we go to the next door? I never expect to see this man on board, but perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. You need something to wipe your face with there, sweetheart? Let's talk. So, what are your special orders this time, Inspector? Yeah, why are you dressed as a member of the crew? He can't tell us. I'm so sorry. Classified? This is all my fault. I take full responsibility. Eh? For what? My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. My man. You. I was so happy to see you. And now, I see you have continued to be incompetent. That's... It was Minister of Justice Jugoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Osogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. Him being assassinated was on the table. They assigned a bodyguard, and he still got fucking assassinated. Assassinated? How could that even been a possibility? Well, obviously it was a possibility. It fucking happened. I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There's tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Jigoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities. This is incredible. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? Or he's faking his death. Because this is a test to see if we're a good lawyer. Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I am undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we were on board, from morning until night, every day. But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin, not here on the first class deck. I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize. No, it's okay, Hosonaga-san. So there's anything I can do to help right now? Just say the word. Yeah, permission to investigate. I guess this falls into place quite nicely. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer? No, of course not! We'd like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes. So we need to be allowed out of this cabin. Oh, can you do that, please? Distract the other guy! You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you moved to even touch the handle of the cabin door, the stormy-looking seaman would surely snap your neck in two. I suppose I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well. Can you distract him? Please? Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. What do you mean? If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to. But I don't see how. There may be a way. What? Really? Think of how you tried to persuade me, Maintenance Insider Horo-san, by presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession. Okay then. I guess maybe the diary? Just the same as you were in court, done it many times during a trial. Simply select Present panel and choose some evidence that Inspector Hosonaga could use. No evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, is it? Alright, yeah, sure. Let's present some evidence. Okay. Oh, but first let's examine this newspaper. Oh god, I have the same issue again with the... Can't turn around this paper. Okay, give me a fat second to reconfigure my joystick controls. that's always an issue. Right stick. Alrighty. Let's apply that. Give that a go. Oh! I think my controller might actually be broken or something. This is interesting. There we go. Oh, okay. Let's ask my joystick to stop doing that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can... Okay, can we inspect this? Yes, we can. This is interesting. I found something relevant out of the sun. Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. Oh. No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you do enjoy articles like this, don't you? I don't know, I can't make sense of it. Where did he come from? Ah, I'm glad you noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, so we don't have to ask the sailor. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. The renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. The third mention of Shanghai. What's happening there? During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are Russian names so hard to remember? It would appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room. That is whack. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Wow, how much is that in like yen or dollars? I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money. Zoto-san's eyes are shining like diamonds in themselves. The tiara is property of Novovich Ballet. It would seem the director is beside herself with worry. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They requested international assistance at all ports with sailings to Great Britain. Sailings to Great Britain? Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? It does seem to be a Russian thing to do. I guess they're Russian away. I'm sorry, what did he say? What are you not dignifying with a response? Okay, so we have that as well. Okay, I don't think we need to see anything else. Yep. Oh, and the diary which we have read. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's present this. What's that? It's Kazuma's diary. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary. Strange? In what way? He wrote, what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? That is strange. Yeah, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is... Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it? You're very astute, Inspector. The ventilator clearly joins the next door cabin. That's right. So we investigate there. we might be able to work out what that speckled band was. Let us out. Alright then. Hey! Is that easy? I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though. No, that's fine. But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? Oh, sweetheart. A man of my word. And I promise you, I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. After all, I failed to keep Asoki-san safe. This is the least I can do. Thank you. Let's see the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Select a move and we can leave this cabin at last. Move? Alright, let's move. 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 Yay! We're gonna see the first cabin area. The first class cabin area. Whew, finally out of the cabin. Oh yeah, this will be the first time Ryosuke's actually been in on the ship that's not that room. I have to admit, this wasn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be. And this is the most luxurious accommodation. Mousetrap. Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on this study tour by the government. That's why he was being put in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage. Wow. Really? This must be awful. Oh, look over there. It's another crewman keeping watch. He looks enormous, even if he's sitting down. The door next to him is the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose. Like people in handcuffs? I want to go see the ship section. I'm looking at it. Let's see it. Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. You've been in a sea for 2 weeks already. Well, yeah, I know, but the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came on board. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. It must have been a very trying time for you. But please don't give me that pitying look. Alrighty, let's examine. Can I... Oh, that's what I wanted. Let's go to that second door. This is it. Oh wait, shit, I forgot to look at the diagram I wanted to look at. Oops. This is the cabin next to ours, the one the ventilator connects to. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever's in this cabin trip could help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Eh? Oh, Sir, you have a very bad banding sunburn on your face, I think. Excuse me, we need to get inside this cabin here. Oh, Bliat. A sailor's eye speaks volumes. They're clearly saying, "Keep out." That's what I wrote on the sign we put over the wardrobe doors. Although this man's version is definitely more effective. Doesn't look like he's going to let us pass. That's a problem. Alright, we'll look at this. The one I wanted to look at. Looks like a plan of the SS Buria. Shows each deck. Look. It's a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering. You know, back in the day, like they would hire like children and stuff to weld the nuts and bolts in place for the in-betweens of the hulls. And like sometimes people would just straight up die in there and then just be like they wouldn't take the body out. They'll just like hull it up. Like not particularly because of like any superstitious reason why they couldn't take the body out. but just because they would like not know, they would like forget or something. So yeah, I don't remember which ship it was particularly, but after it like failed and they took it apart, they found like something like, I see more than two, like a handful of dead bodies just stuck between the hulls of the ship. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, like lots of children got horrible injuries from working in cramped spaces, and with dangerous like not weapons, like materials, like welding guns, right? But you know, 1800s, you children fit in small spaces and you didn't need to pay them as much, so child labor. We should all be glad that there's child labor laws now. It's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but how is such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean? Buoyancy, my friend. It's all about buoyancy. Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san. It is? Yeah, it is. Well, consider the Japanese archipelago. The island? Where is she going with this? The islands of Japan? Yeah, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them. Who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her about the island? I think so. Sweetheart. Again, this is the 1800s, I think, or beginning of the 1900s. This is a couple hundred years back, I assume. So you know, she's allowed to be ignorant of the ways of islands. I mean, she's only 16. She is smart for her age. She just doesn't know anything about geology. Oh, and Ryosuke doesn't know either. Well, I suppose so, he says. Okay. Oh, hey, why is this light out? Why is that light on? You're not gonna tell me? Okay, that's not the thing I can look at. What's this? Huge book on top of the table there. There's a pen next to it. Oh, is it a guest log? Oh yeah, it's a ship log. Shall we have a look-see? I bet it's like all Russian. Oh no! The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail of the voyage has been meticulously recorded. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Oh, he's just shit talking the sailor right in front of him. And nothing? No reaction at all? I thought he might appreciate the compliment. It wasn't a compliment! You were negging him! Don't neg him! Don't neg people! Yeah, Sasato's right. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san. Not even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there was nothing to report. Or was he not there to report? Add it to the court record. Oh, no, we don't get it to the court record, okay. Hello, sir. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? You little stowaway murderer. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you? You? You little third-class lady's maid? Oh, the guy really aims for the gonads. Oh. We seem to have caught this sailor on a bad day, Sasato-san. I am not sailor. My mother gave me a name. Oh, what's your name then, sir? I am senior crewman. Biff Stroganoff. Beef Stroganoff? His name is Beef Stroganoff. Beef Stroganoff. Oh, I love Beef Stroganoff. The best thing is to avoid eye contact, I think. Okay, tell me about first class cabin area. I don't know. I mean, if my last name was Stroganoff, I would love to be called Beef. Excuse me, Mr. Stroganoff. About this first-class cabin area. Here we are, in finest parts of Briar's steamship, for very important persons. What sort of very important persons? Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret. Many important persons. Kings and queens traveling I wonder if that's foreshadowing. That is why I'm always guarding this. You did a shit job, son. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean. But Stroganoff is not animal. Thank you? If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi currently occupied? Good question. Da. So it is occupied. Susato-san? Did you understand that? It sounded like da. I think that's probably Russian for yes. Or no, it's Russian for yes. Genius. It is not permitted to visit another cabin without invitation. Oh, that's why he wouldn't let us in. Well, it sounds like there's someone in the next door cabin at least. Yeah, it's tantalizing. Okay, let's talk about the passenger next door then. Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's? His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. Grimsby Roylott. Trying to think of what puns that could be. Like crimes? Grimes? Grimsby? Grimsby? Okay. He is a very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. It has nothing to do with murder of student boy. Are you sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Island. Oh, they're really just fucking slinging the racism all around, aren't they? Yeah, that was pretty harsh. Could you tell us about when Mr. Roylott came on board? That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, I've been in Kazuma's cabin the entire time. I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin. Ooh, sussed. Why is everyone so fucking racist? Probably because this is the 1800s, for one. Just everyone was like that back then. Yeah, so everyone was really closed off, and you know, so I guess that invites xenophobia. Oh man. Well, presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important, is that right? Or just super rich. That is not your business. Last night, what's happening last night? You're watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff. Duh. All time. So criminals like you cannot come in. Or get out. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all? No, yet. Oh, it is sad about student boy. Were you on watch last night as well? Because you didn't write anything, did you? Were you on watch? Is that hesitation? Of course. Did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? Can we beef? Yes! So no, okay. Sasato-san, did you understand that? It was clearly a no. I saw nothing unusual, nothing at all. And you didn't hear any strange noises? Or sense anything wrong in some way? I said no! Sorry. I'm not so sure. I could have sworn he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. Yeah, he's acting sus. And this is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh, okay. It's time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Eh? I didn't even get to see everything. Oh, I guess that's all there was to see. bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain? Oh, is that a Russian saying? When lobster whistles on top of mountain? Or as English say, when the pigs fly. Yeah, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly. Oh, so we're still gonna stay here. That's good. Definitely. Let's go. Let's examine. Is there anything here left? Oh, I can see the door. So wait to the second class area. Can I peep through the hole at least? I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me. I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman will surely shoot you dead. Ooh, they have guns? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. Susanna just always knows what to say, doesn't she? She has always just the right words to say to make me feel better. No, I started it with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyway. Wonder where they're storing him. You know how all large ships have morgues? Alright. Let me just quickly reconfigure my controller settings again. Aha, here we go. And then I'll quickly configure it. I think my controller is just broken. I think 2 of the keys are like permanently pressed down. Which is why when I configure them like normally, it just like decides to like completely screw up. But yeah. Morgues and large ships because people are always dying and you gotta have a good area to keep them, you know? Keep them on the ice, so to say, so they don't go bad until you can properly bury them. Alright, let's check out this alarm. What do you think this is? A very pleasing shape, is it? Fire alarm? That's the emergency alarm. It's probably not best to touch it. Oh, an alarm. It says, press only in times of emergency. Looks as though it's set alarm bells ringing all over the ship. It brings the vessel to a complete stop. Oh, so this is connected to the engine? Oh, I have this. What are you doing, Naruhodo-san? You mustn't touch it! It's an emergency situation! Just look at these handcuffs! You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in an even worse position. Or situation. I wish everything would just stop, this ship included. If you had something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. Alright. She's right, we shouldn't be selfish. Alright, let's check out the cheese. Ah, a trap for catching mice. Yeah, there are plenty of those back at home in Japan. Traps of the mice. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Oh, because they don't know what cheese is. Let me see. Yes, I think that's what it's called. Cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. Cheese? Wonder what it tastes like. I'm real scared, don't sneak a bite. You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will shut on your fingers. Really? I suppose you're right. It's fucking tempted. Oh, I'm real scared now. Fucking relatable though. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Oh my god, this poor guy. Poor you. I found a little snack for you later. So we can't have that cheese. Okay, so all the lights are off. But I can't investigate them. And so I guess it's not important. Wait, can I go in here now? Because the guy's gone. Oh! I can! Yeah! Let's go! The cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to. Yeah, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Mr. Grimsby. Knock, knock. I mean, Holmes is already in, right? Can we just kick the door down? No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries. How annoying. Ooh! What was that? It came from inside the cabin. Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside. Oh, there he fucking is. I'm about to break this door down. Mr. Holmes! I shan't be stopped. What? When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges. I mean, you know, this is the most relatable he's been, I guess. Please! Wait, Mr. Holmes! The door doesn't appear to be bolted. It doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick? Kick the wall or something, you fucking dunce. I think we should go in. This is no time to think about stress relief. God, do you know that, you guys know that video of the police officer climbing, like struggling to climb a gate, like to hop the gate, right? And then it swings open as he's like trying to like climb it. Like, this is the exact same vibe. And it's just that dude screaming. Number 2. Eh? Who are you? A Western gentleman? This man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. I guess he was really shocked. He just screamed real high. True, this old man does appear to be the only person in here. Then in that case, who just screamed? Get out, all of you, now! Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimsby Roylott, I believe. Yes, that's me. And you are? I am the one and only, the actual Sherlock Holmes. You've heard of me, no doubt. No. This is why I love this guy. No, I haven't heard of you. Oh wait, he just carries that manuscript to show people. I am the great detective among great detectives. I, who adores to cover popular magazines, no less. I assure you, you may trust me completely. This fucking dude. This dude. This man uses the magazine like a business card. A detective? I do not trust detectives. We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. Just let it go. So might I be so bold to ask you to open that small traveling kit? Why? What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that? Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk? Don't look at me. Eh? Oh, is it a bird inside? Oh my, did you see that, Miss Naruhodo? Yeah, the case just shook. Leave, now, otherwise, I call the steward. So this is Kazuma's neighbor, Mr. Grimsby Roylott. Is there some kind of animal in there? Oh, it's a pet! It's a pet! And no doubt about it, this strange Russian man is hiding something. Oh, at least you can see all his books and statue have fallen over that same way. So I guess, did the ship like jerk to a hold or something? Causing everything to like fall? Yeah, it's a shame Susato like cleaned up our evidence. But at least we can see it here, right? I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. Oh, is Strange just trespassing? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Did someone pull the emergency hold? But I would assume there would be an alarm that everyone would be able to hear.
and Sasha doesn't mention it. So I'm not sure, but maybe something. Yeah, maybe something. We'll find out in due time. Let's examine. Can I help you, sir? Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Holmes? You need only address me as Holmes. It's what I just did, isn't it? It's fucking dude. Well, Mr. Holmes, what are you doing in there? Why? I was resting, of course. Resting? Indeed. I was contemplating our sea voyage in the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of deduction into service. And it will seem the hour is now. Time has come. Am I mistaken? You are mistaken. Yeah. Oh, okay, no, apparently you're spot on for once. We need your help. Observe closely. Our Russian host in the cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? I'm almost afraid to ask. Why? The truth, of course! What the fuck are you going on about me? What are you trying to say? Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Right. Can you imagine how the Russians will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Yeah. Oh yes, please! I'm almost afraid of what he's going to do. Well then, what you're about to see may as well astound you. For I am about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. This dude. Will this man be a more hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? What? From time to time, it occurs to me. Is it the fellow dubious? Like on account of his Russianness? Or the Russian on account of his It feels racially charged. I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you. Or anyone. Yeah, Ryulowski's right. What the fuck are you going about, Sherlock? That's right. And Mr. Holmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment. Shh! I must have complete silence. What are you doing? Why are you peering in my face like that? Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I've quite made up my mind now. Huh? There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I reach two incontrovertible conclusions. What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. This dude. Using those shears, you're about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not? Huh? And number two, another conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you've been discovered. Does it not? Oh, little Hoda-san! I'd never imagined I'd witness one of Mr. Holmes' great deductions with my very own eyes. That was a great deduction? Nothing can deceive Mr. Holmes. In a single glance, he could use all there is to know about a person. What? What an ineffable twaddle. Oh, yes, I've read about it countless times in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
And now, I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. It's like a dream come true. She's so cute.
I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Rollard's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Holmes' conclusions were right. Oh my god. You know, if a monkey hits a typewriter enough, eventually they write the entirety of Romeo and Juliet. How could you? How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. I do so cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let's board the train of reasoning. Put plainly, let's work through our deductions together. I regret clicking on him. Oh, this is neat. The game is afoot, indeed. Topic 1. Old man's identity. Conclusion. Oh, sorry, deduction. So the dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott, obviously what catches the eye in the first place is his shears. Oh yeah. Is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. And the fact that he hides it. Is he the fucking, stowaway? Wait, let's go back to our court record. Is he this guy? Could be. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. Contribute? You were on the verge of using those shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Now, moving on. The question then begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. In regard with you well, this morning's newspaper. In particular, the fascinating front page article. Which would appear you've read also, Mr. Roylott. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence reveals a true identity. Is the article about the revolutionary? Yeah, I fucking knew he was gonna make that. I mean, he thought you were this revolutionary. I love how he can just accuse two different people of being the same person. And, like, he doesn't see a problem with it. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. It's different, though. Having noted the article itself, decide to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, villain Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand. Conclusion. A revolutionary on the run. As the second time this day he's come to that conclusion. Topic 2. Wrongdoing. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have the propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, I speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. And he smuggled a penknife there. The proof of your crime sits before my very eyes. Yes, that traveling case. This time I think that the case can be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse. What could you possibly be concealed inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady, a young lady perhaps, one slight enough to fit therein. Don't be absurd. And what pray? Would the identity of this young— oh my god, I was about to say the fucking ballerina, is he? What pray would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime now, are we? You careless steal the French betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glances to find the answer. Yes! The reason you refuse to open your traveling case can equally be found in the pages of the newspaper. So they keep having these question marks. I'm assuming that's where he gets it like blatantly wrong, and the guy's confused. But that means he's gotten like half of it right. Like this guy is about to do something with the shears, and he is hiding something. But his conclusions are just completely ass wrong. For another most stimulating article, flip it over. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovish Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to this article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Conclusion. Kidnapping of a young ballerina. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma, Elemensky. Elemensky? What are you talking about? Sato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about. Was it? Well, the stories are full of Mr. Holmes' brilliant deductions, you know? But that did seem a little different somehow. A little more wild, a little more vague, a little bit more fucking wrong. Excuse me, Mr. Holmes. Could you come over here for a moment? Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we've had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Ah, yes. I recall a discussion earlier. At the time, I believe I told you. Revolutionaries can revolutionize their appearance. Here it is. That man was a revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance. In fairness to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do. That's not the point. And another thing, apart about abducting the ballerina, indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. It's gonna be like, oh, it's a ballerina. She can fucking do yoga. Not just the first glance, it is too small. Clearly, you'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child in that case, even if you pushed really hard. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she? You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. I'm still a child, I guess. No, I didn't know. How could I? Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her will be looking out from the case. Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. About contortionists. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain likeness in their body. Vinegar. Was it just sour punch? It would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of a small cake. Oh dear. You might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Ho. Ugh, this whole thing is turning into a circus. Mr. Naruhodo, something occurred to me about Mr. Ho's deduction right just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seems a little off. Your idea of a little? Maybe a little off itself, Mr. Sato. It's just one or two key words in his deduction that seem to let me down. So I was wondering, are we gonna cross-examine his deduction? I was wondering if you might
tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Switch some key words and use deduction. Yeah, very tactfully. I feel sure if we do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Holmes' great deduction.
Is it really genius if it needs this much editing? Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. So you admit that your thoughts need editing. At times I wonder how anyone puts up with me. I'm gonna rob this man. I'm gonna freaking mug him in a dark alleyway. I'm gonna freaking steal all that stupid little magazine he waves around. And you, my good fellow. Sorry? Take a moment to look at your wrists. My spirit? Did you take them off? Eh? He did.
Where are your handcuffs?
Huh? How did... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. I don't believe it.
Mr. Holmes, you are a marvel.
He's a magician. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when we are finished. I'm not worried, in fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. Okay. So, the dubious looking Russian man, Mr. Braylott, obviously will catch the eye in the first place. It's an enormous pair of shears in your hand. Okay, that's right. Now we ask ourselves, what would you possibly want with such an implement? And so, of course, he stares in the face. You are on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard. So, there.
I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard?
I doubt something I'll have to worry about. It doesn't sit right with me, though.
It doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either.
Which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong.
Let's try to switch a keyword here, Mr. Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters.
Alright, how do we switch words?
I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylott.
I wonder if it's really his beard he intended to use his shears on.
Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Holmes' deduction better,
then what?
Then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Why am I the one doing something about this? The only one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we can even use to switch around the last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott going to use his enormous shears on? Oh, we go to copious beard, thick hat, coat buttons. I guess we'll go for coat buttons.
And looking at the buttons on this coat, could it be Mr. Roylott was planning to cut these off? Oh, why?
Oh, you're wearing thick gloves. It can be very hard to undo buttons.
But couldn't you just take off your gloves first?
Aha! So he was going to use the scissors to cut his gloves open. So I missed the mark.
I want you to take a deep breath and look at this from a fresh perspective. Naruhodo-san.
Oops. I think she's angry. Can I move it?
Oh!
Golden locks. What the? What's this?
It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks.
No. The color's not the point. The point is, what's it doing on the back of Mr. Roylott's head? And how's it growing out from underneath his thick black hair?
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's so stunning, beautiful, and suddenly surprising.
Something's definitely not right here. Alright, so can we correct this?
Yes!
No! Wrong! That's not the way I wanted to do it! Ah, no! I wanted to do the hair! Before he bought this visual, he must have suffered a terrible disappointment in love. Now he vows to carve a facial hair to show how he intends to face the world tomorrow as a new man. No! Yes, behind that beard is the face of a true romantic. No! That's not what I wanted to do! Oh, yeah, I have, sorry. As intimidating as I am, people do like to try. But you won't make a great detective like that. Not even a great detective assistant. I'm sorry, Ryosuke, I misclicked. Oh no! Ayya! Ah! No, I want to do the hair! The hair! The hair! Let's go back again. Okay. Come on. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're back here. Present.
Yes!
Ah! Got him, boys. Oh, suave. You're on the verge of using the shears to cut away. Golden locks, you sport. Indeed. You have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Bullshit. Such loss, golden hair, sounds left befit an old man. You're not a man at all. You are a woman, judging from the length and sheen of your hair. One very much still in her youth. Oh, no. If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. Oh, so this is the ballerina. The question then begged is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of those magnificent locks? And once again, the answer is plain. With the clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I'm sure there's no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Oh, should they turn it around and pick the ballerina? Well, that was a shock. No idea the old man was really a young woman in disguise, did you? Honestly, this chick is better at being undercover than Hosonaga. What? What are you staring at me like that? Yes, it was a surprise, Naruhodo-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Sorry? You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room, deducing the facts with Mr. Holmes. I'm just doing what we agreed! I'm not having fun or anything! Okay. This is strictly business. Nothing more. Yes, I understand. Say no more. It's tsundere. Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Holmes' action, shall we? The evidence that he picked up doesn't fit the facts at all now. No, that's true, given that Mr. Rolla is actually a woman. Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary. Suppose because deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now. Yes. Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them. For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. Because she made off with the diamonds! I feel as though I read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best. Here we go. This article about the ballerina.
Yes!
Take that. This animation is cool as heck, though. The evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. That's right. Hit the nail on the head. Oh, don't hit the nail on the head of me, Mr. Holmes. Renowned private ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It would appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Nicolino? Yes, because your true identity is that of Novovich Ballet's prima ballerina. Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Ah! Oh, that's dangerous. Oh! Are you okay, sweetheart? Fake beard. There she is. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. A ballerina on the run. Dun dun! Solved! Oh, so now we have the wrongdoing. Ooh. So she's the diamonds. Diamond stealing. Now for my second conclusion. You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing the most grievous crime. And that proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. Ah, and I assure you, the eye speaks much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. Stolen diamonds. Wait, then what was moving? The answer we seek lies in the furtive glance. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, traveling case. Ah, not the traveling case. Woman is a ballerina. She's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside a traveling case as well. No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all. In which case, what is the crime the young woman's apparently committing? I can see why I'm gonna have to step in and fix this great detective's mistakes again. You seem to look pleased, Hanahara-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Holmes? Stop it. Anyway, there might be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. Alright. Underage drinking. Oh wait, is that the diamonds? Right behind. Hey, there they are.
Yes!
Yes, that tiara. The proof of your crime is showing this tiara, which you stole. I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers of Novovich Ballet, is it not? Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. Sorry. 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 Oh. Indeed, it would appear identical to the tiara pictured here in this newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rupees. In summary, a lot of money. The crime you've committed is theft. Oh no. Sorry. Oh. I hate people with sniffles. Yes! You left the ballet troupe, unlawfully taking their precious tiara with you. Oh, we got her. Oh, Rachel is so hot. I have no one, no family, no friends. I am all alone, and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say? An Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me. This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. Alright, I will tell you everything. There is no point in hiding it now. Come, let's not be hasty. What? There remains one unsolved mystery about you. Mystery? What do you mean? She just said she'll tell us everything. Oh, the pet? Your store should refuse to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, there exists some reason why you wish to remain it closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there's no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I've ever laid eyes on them. Dear me, you're not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless girl betrays you. Once again, and you only follow your furtive glances to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the books of the... Oh, yeah. We're gonna move that a little bit to the side into the anti-pet law. I think Mr. Storms is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you? Maybe. But why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this? Just a wild guess, surely. Oh, do you think so? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason is why the woman doesn't want to open a case would have been written in the book that doesn't even belong to her. Yeah, that's true. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself. And therefore, it has to be another reason why she won't open her case. possibly somewhere else in the same area, if that's why her gaze was involuntarily drawn. I agree. That's the only answer. Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. It's over here. Present. Present.
Yes!
There we go. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case, written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in the cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Indeed, inside that case of yours is something forbidden from the carriage of this vessel. Is that the real reason you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents? As we've seen, trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item would move on its own accord. Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case... Oh, this is pretty cute. Is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rule of passage. A pet. Okay, that's pretty cute. They're having a coordinated dance and everything. Oh, that's adorable. They're so in sync. Wrongdoing. Possession of a prohibited animal. Solved. We did it. Wow, look at them. Deduction complete. Elementary. My dear Watson. So clearly, you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel, which couldn't have been easy. This brewery is a huge steamship with a vast vessel. Could you have really stuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took a guise of an old gentleman, and you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave all alone. So, if it was just you about to cut your own hair, who was it that allowed the scream we heard from the outside the cabin? That variable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than the young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself? So no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into a questionable old man? I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard? Then just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened. I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and
then we bust down the door. The precise moment we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. Things happen like that sometimes, don't they? Things do indeed happen like that, from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say anything of the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us as much detail as you can muster about the events of last night.
Yes, alright. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, wasn't it something? Mr. Holmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something. Yeah. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed! It is incredible! One more thing. Yeah? What? Observe your wrists. Am I shackled again? This fucking magician. Your hands! I cuffed again! What? But how? True to my word, I restored your shackles. When? And why?
I saw a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can't it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary really was.
Alright, let's have a conversation. What happened last night? Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
One of the crewsmen told me this morning, when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine.
Oh! Oh, wait, no, sorry. I was reading the wrong person. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. That makes more sense. Confused myself there.
Oh!
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps the steam engine exploded. What the fuck are you going on about, dude? Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened?
Miss Pavlova? Is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry. All I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me.
Oh, because you just came on board.
I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. Alright, running away. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet?
Yes. I'm traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
You wish to forget? A challenging proposition. When you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine! I need to live!
That's fair. Girls needs money.
I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only little food and water. We must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I had stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes. And the crew on the ship, they have all been kind to me.
So I guess they knew?
They let me come on board. They said I could hide in this cabin.
Oh, so I guess they knew. If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates the most intriguing conundrum.
Yeah, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Huh? Oh, well, yeah, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but... Yeah, I'm not sure either. What's the conundrum? That they're aiding and abetting a criminal? Miss Pavlova, let me pose to you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, you weren't in port? How'd you get on here in the middle of the ocean? The SS Berea stopped by no port last night. Ah, that's it, of course! So how is it, pray, that you came up to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewsman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
That is not your business. Oh, and the mission ship logs. Yeah, I'm just as clueless as Anahono. We're the same person. So I guess they fudged the record a little bit. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry? What was that?
It is how the Russian newspaper described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel.
The fuck? What? Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description was very vivid.
Mr. Holmes once said, I never can resist a touch of dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection.
I fucking hate this guy. Yeah, I know, right? Fucking mythical elements now. Words I once said about myself. A quote from wonderfully extravagant advertisement. For the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, in fact. Yeah. Wow, they really are the same, flowery speech, huh? Yes, yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell me what really happened. Alright, what kind of friend do you have? Is it a cat or a dog or a bird?
This friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case? Is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Not to be mean to the girl, come on, she's 15. So reassuring, Mr. Holmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
It'd be funny if it was like something like...
Maybe an adorable little rabbit?
Is it a snake? Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you? Oh, don't they have small rabbits here? There then. You may well ask. I have no idea. Okay. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken. Really? Consider the benefits. A meal? A rousing wake-up call. Daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance. So you eat your friends. I'll remember that. But he's wrong. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is closely clad secret, not to be revealed. Oh man, this guy. She obviously doesn't trust us yet. It's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Oh, we have to show her something? What are we presenting? Oh, the speckled band. This is a diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary?
Yeah, and he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads... 123. No, I think Pavlova, like the dessert, that was named after the famous ballet. I mean, sorry, the famous ballerina, Pavlova. I think we can trust Holmes to have translated it correctly, the text. But I think the band might have been like a cattail, the speckled band. But we'll see. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks to be some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Can we really trust Holmes to have translated correctly? We'll find out. A speckled band, I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. Alright. It's up there in the wall. In other words, this cabin and the visitor's cabin are connected together.
Is it a kitty? kitty cat. And dance, 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 and dance, dance, dance. Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? The whistling sound makes me think bird. But band makes me think, like, cat. So... I could get two choices here. No. I don't know anything. Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Warlock? Oh, wow. Got into that. That was so quick. Holy shit. Yeah. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to the captain's quarters at once. Please. Alright. I will come now. And she doesn't trust us, I guess. What? You must leave. Now. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us. We're not gonna betray your trust and open this. Yeah, I know, right? She literally just fucking put on the beard and the glasses and the fake nose and stuffed her jacket in like a millisecond. Yes, please don't worry about yourself, Mr. Rolla. Get out! The passenger sit out! Or do you want me to throw you out? Okay, we're going, sorry. I'll have to investigate later then. What a pity. What a pity. And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. To be continued. I guess that's the first part of this case. I think I will save for I think we'll save for now and pick it up again later. A lot of things happened today, didn't it? We have Kazuma first, which he death flagged. No, my boy. Okay, we have a conspiracy. I think he's only faking his death. Okay, he's faking his death, and he's just it's a test to see if we're a good lawyer or not. I think he's still alive. I'm praying. I'm in denial. But more importantly, we have a classic locked room case and that thing about the speckled band, which could either be some sort of animal, or we'll have to find out because we don't know anything about Miss Pavlova's room. Yeah, well, I don't care if you think he's dead. I don't think he's dead. And as we all know, my opinion is the only opinion that matters. No, please. I'm in denial. Let me have this. I don't think he's dead. Kazuma's not dead. Unless I see his dead body with my own two eyes, he's not dead to me. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming. We'll pick this up in another day or two. We'll see. I'll try tomorrow. But if not, then maybe Friday. I'll also do some research this time to see if there's any, like, cutscenes. Because if there's a cutscene, my computer will die. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next stream. Bye bye. See you later.